Okay, I am Marco Rossi. I am an ex-normal player in football. I am now a trainer that only 1 year was successful, so the last season in Hungary. A trainer that come here trying to do all his best for the new club, for these new fans, trying to reach the maximum from every day that we are working hard. I say yesterday in the meeting with the fans, I was nothing, and I think to be nothing exceptional, but for sure I try to put all my best every day, in everyday working. So what I ask from myself, what I ask from my players is the same. Trying to do all their best, put everything on the pitch, try to play with the heart, and then when you are doing this, you can looking at yourself in the mirror, being proud of yourself. Yes. That's one of the reasons because I decided to come to train to work here was because of the atmosphere, because of the environment. Nobody in Slovakia can count on this kind of stadium and on this kind of fans. I'm very happy to be here. At the beginning of the season there were some, probably because of me, some missing understanding with the fans. I was complaining about one match against Prešov in which they started on whistling one of our players, Malec. And I say this because in that moment I was thinking this, and now I can say that the attitude of the fans is spectacular when we play at home and when we play away. And this is the reason because we are not so satisfied in the last 3 matches because of the results. We would like to give to our fans goals and satisfaction more. I never did nothing particular, but it's something that step by step I feel. I think and I understand well that at the beginning was difficult because in the previous season there was here a trainer that was really loved by people. I don't want to take his place in their hearts. I'm a different person, I'm a different trainer, I'm a different... I have a different culture because I'm Italian. But what is quite similar, I think, between me and our fans is the way of living the matches. I'm not a cold person, I'm very hot inside. Sometimes I look like cold and angry, but I'm not in this way. At the beginning, when I decided to come here, for sure I had to take information. To be honest, I knew about that since 6-9 months before, because I was really curious because of the videos that were on Facebook, on YouTube about the fans, because it's not usual in this kind of championship in the East Europe have this kind of atmosphere. Also because in Hungary a lot of people is supporting that. But then after I start on seeing matches of the league, of the previous league, I saw 7-8 matches. I saw many matches also about Slovan Žilina and also some of Ružomberok. So before coming, I knew something about Fortuna Liga, but for sure now I know much more. No, my opinion was good before, because my opinion, I thought before that here in Slovakia there is a more physical football and a more fast football. Is to say the time of playing is shorter, but the rhythm of the match is higher, and I like this situation. If I have to be honest, and generally I always I'm always honest. I don't know if here the referee can be more important in the final results of many matches. But for sure I can say that till now that we were never lucky with them. Because for instance, I give to you an example against Pressure. We didn't play well, but we scored one regular goal and we had 3 penalties. And between 3, no one was whistling. So they made mistakes and every mistake was against us. No one time was for us. During the press conference, everybody asked me, what is your opinion about the match? So I tried to take a picture of the match from my side, from my point of view. You can agree, you cannot agree. But when I'm talking about the referee, it's not because I'm looking for alibi. To be honest, I'm trained to this kind of situation because Onved was never supported by the referee. Every season there was the same situation of here. And I know by the fans that in the history also that was never supported by the referee. So nothing new under this aspect. In the modern football, everything is depending on the transition phase. Everything is depending on how long our contact are the teams. We are talking about years, no months. And then also, everything is depending on the attitude and the personality of the player. We would like, and many times we succeed on trying to play football, is to say, we never kick the ball just to kick. We never kick and rush like in England 50 years ago, 30 years ago. We always try to play from back, to find situation, to give clear opportunity to our strikers, to our midfielders. We always try to manage the ball possession. Then for sure, when we lose the ball possession, we need to be compact, short, near each other, to help each other to recover the ball sooner as possible. Now, yesterday, I give some example. When a new trainer, but every new trainer, good, less good, bad, is coming in a team, in a squad, in a new club, need time because of the player really understand well what they have to do in the pitch, what is the idea, the strategy of the trainer. It's a process in which we are working, and I think that there are some players that are on time, there are some players that are a little bit on late. And yesterday, for instance, I mentioned Schmedik. I think that Lukas is a talented player. Nobody can say he has no talent. But it's time that this talent could be effective for the team. He must start on thinking like an adult player, no more a young, with perspective. And for sure, him, for instance, has to understand better than others some kind of different tactical movement that we are requesting to him. No. We train always the pressing. We try to be aggressive always in every match. Then it's depending. In some match we try to make an ultra pressing. In some other match, an offensive pressing. We miss in this season, to stay in this season, so in the first 6 months, we can only change, really change, have changed forward. Because forward we had alternatives. We had 7 strikers for 3 plays, more or less always. In the middle of the pitch, for different reasons, one time one time the other, one time, we had always no more than 4 players available to play. And behind, we were really lucky. We were really lucky because nothing happened to Shad Kanduk, because we haven't got one substitute for them. So alternatives is important from one side for the competition during the week, and from the other side for the choices of the trainer. Also, if you see that a player is not so on shape, if you have no other players, you cannot do nothing. To be honest, I'm counting on all the squad that we have. The market in Slovakia, if I'm not wrong, is opening the first day of February until the end of February. Now, what I can say now for sure is that we are looking for a central defender that must be an alternative to Uk and Shatka. The other must be a central midfielder, a box-to-box with quality and quantity at the same time. And then forward, we need a couple of players with the killer instinct, because without this, it's difficult. To be honest, he could improve, just like everybody, just like all the other players, because we cannot say about nobody, about me, that we did well, we are perfect. No, no, no. We have to work and to improve everybody. But to be honest, Matsej did only one big mistake, that was against Nitra. When we lose 3-1, Patrick, I think, is playing a good season. He never did mistakes. He maybe in some situation can do something better. To be honest, I'm satisfied because of his performances. We are not looking for another goalkeeper. From one side, I think that also because when a goalkeeper is really busy in a match, if the squad put the opponent goalkeeper under pressure with shoot, cross and everything, maybe he can be the best in the pitch. But he received not so many shoot, not so many dangerous situations. In this moment you have to see if he's good or not. He didn't do many mistakes till now, and I think he can improve in some situation, but I'm satisfied with his performances. We have also to say this, that we have a very young team. Yesterday I mentioned this, we are on the average of Žilina. As Žilina and Senica, Senica because before, now less. At the beginning of the season, now less. For instance, the same Zsolt Kalmar. Kalmar is born in he was born in 95. Before coming here to play with Dutch, he played some matches and he was champion with Gjør in 2012-13. The following season he went to play in Germany, Leipzig, in second division, but he never played so many full matches like here with all this kind of fans. The thing is this, just like you mentioned, one player could be very good for Michalovce, for I don't know, Prešov, Zlate Moravce, other squad. Here, when you play with that, and you play with that at home, you need personality. And the players that have not enough, with this kind of players, we need to be patient because they are young and they could, for sure, they could improve under this aspect. Yes, but this is a right speech. Now in the winter break we have no. If we really would like to be competitive for the top of the league, we cannot have mistakes. If we will bring 4 players, these 4 players must give to us something more than before. We are taking a look to players that are young but really qualitative, or others that are less young with more experience but always with quality. If we are talking about strikers, we will bring 2 youngs, okay, but they will be able to score together 13-15 goals in 13 matches. I remember was the first match against Podbrezova. The first match that we played here, we were in the dressing room and we were coming out and we were waiting to come in the pitch, and I heard live the Nelkuled. And this was really, for me, was really emotional. When I'm in the pitch, I'm not playing. And for this, that is very lucky that I have not to play. But I really feel the passion of people, the pressure. If I can sign a contract, I would like always win at home and all the point less lost away. But at home I would like always to win, to give happiness, to give satisfaction to our fans. But I don't know, I think that with the players, you must be, how can I say, they have to respect you and your work like a person and like a trainer. Then with them, you must be hard when you need, just like with your son. When your son or your daughter are not doing well, you have to reproach them. You have to be tough with them. But in the moment in which they are doing well, you have to give to them the carrots to eat. So I try to be only in the way in which I am. I don't change my personality, my attitude, my way of thinking and talking with the player only because they are players. I'm really in the way in which I am with them and with everybody. So they live with me daily, and they know perfectly that what I am now, I am always. To be honest, maybe I'm wrong, but to be honest, I feel Duna Serdej not totally Slovak. I think that is look like a part of Hungary. I know that we are in Slovakia, but I feel that here people is feeling themselves more Hungarian than Slovakian. I never can forget what happened in Hungary with Honvéd, because it will stay in my memory all time long. But this is what I feel now. I'm only concentrated on the work with dads, because we really would like reach the top here. I don't want to talk about being champion because I'm not so big face or not so presumptuous. But I would like to make something important for this club and for these people. I would like to be remembered in the future. Not only because I fight with the fans. But look, I would like to add this. In my career, when I was a player, when I was a trainer, I always went face to face with the fans. At the end, in every place I was, they really loved me. I'm a simple man. I'm not so sophisticated. When I'm talking about fans that are singing, that are coming with -5, in pressure of -5, singing all time long, they are simple people like me. At the end, this kind of people appreciate you for your way of talking and thinking.